Josh here, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video. I'm glad to have you all here with me today. What could be better talking some Raid Shadow Legends together, right? The world is burning around us, but we're just playing Raid together and having a damn good time while we watch it all burn. I have invested in probably the most account-changing dupe epic ever on my account. Now, normally I am a big proponent. I made a whole video about it that, you know, unless you have an obvious reason to build dupes nowadays, after they implemented, I just think the absolute one of the coolest quality of life things they've ever done in this game, which is the preset manager. I mean, I'm not using a ton of them. I only have 9 right now. I should have 50. Gosh.
You guys plenty more to be grateful for than me.
You know, because I could use them. I could use a lot more than 9, but it is so amazing just to swap gear. It still costs a lot, but now with the free gear removals too, I try to time my Hydra switchovers to those if they're available. Either way, I digress. I advise now that with the presets like this, for the most part, epic champions, just empower them. Just take the extra stats, especially if you use them a lot, right? Just empower them after you get your faction guardians and stuff. But there are still some champions out there that you can get a heck of a lot of value being on the same team. You know, like an Allure, for example, right? She's still got it. She's still a really solid champion. Obviously, there's other options throughout the years, but having 2 Allures on like a Dark Fae or whatever, or Fire Knight for that matter, can be a great solution to progression, right? In those areas. But I have the biggest, the absolute best dupe ever. I made a massive mistake on my account, right? I pulled a few Yumekos early and I empowered her. Yeah, I empowered Yumeko so I can't orchestrate or execute a double Yumeko Hydra team with Trunda. I can't do it. I only have 1. So I started to explore other strategies out there, and I'm going to run this team for the very first time. I'm going to show you guys how it all works, right? If you want to execute either this strategy or a similar Hydra Clan boss strategy, go ahead, right? It doesn't require like very specific champions, just a reset and a couple White Dryad Nias, right? So yeah, I finally got a dupe, White Dryad Nia. I built her, and golly, she is absolutely incredible for Hydra Clan boss. So why? First of all, and why are 2 so important? Well, she has an AoE decreased speed on the A1. We're going to pair her with Atlanticus the Chosen. I'll give you the quick team rundown, and then I'll kind of meet you guys, you know, maybe a quarter of the way through the battle. Then I'll bring you the final results. But she has a decreased speed, which is great. We're going to have Atlanticus on the same team with an ally attack. So that will, you keep that decreased speed up basically all the time, because we'll have 2 White Dryad Nias, each with a 50% chance to apply. She has the Righteous Revival. We're not going to be using the A3, even though it's pretty solid too. Ally Protect and Strengthen. But removes all debuffs from an ally, so a full cleanse, 40% of their max HP, a really solid heal, and if the target is not this champion, decreases the cooldown of all of the target skills by 2 turns. Now, 2 White Dryad Nias. I need to have an well, let's talk through the rest of the team here. So basically, again, we're going to be using this Righteous Revival exclusively on Yumeko, okay? Yumeko to get her cooldowns, to get Dance of Time available every single turn, basically, with 2 of these Righteous Revivals to 4 turns, and then we have it up on the Dance of Time. Again, Dance of Time on Yumeko really quickly is going to be a 5-turn cooldown, but we have the speeds such that she's going to be there every single time with a fresh Dance of Time to reset the Cloak of Ages for Trunda, her A2 ability. So we already know how Trunda works. She's going to be our nuker. Fantastic. We don't really need to look much about Trunda, other than we're going to be using Cloak of Ages almost exclusively on Trunda as well because of the reset. But the rest of the team, we have to have Atlanticus the Chosen. I know there's ways to do this with Grand Oak as well, but Atlanticus is pivotal, at least to this squad. She's going to initially put the increased crit rate and the increased attack on all allies. I have her in a 9-piece protection sets. So a 9-piece protection is going to give Trunda extra damage from the 2 buffs that she grants at the beginning of the battle. After that, we're never going to use the banner again, because the increased attack is going to stay up on Trunda the entire battle, because she has increased the duration of all allied buffs and a turn meter fill of 30% on her A1 ability. This is also going to activate 3 other things on the team. Thing number 1 is is the A1s of White Dryad Nias, the decreased speed. Thing number 2 is our final piece of this puzzle, and that is Gerptuck Mossbeard. So Gerptuck is great. We all know he's going to get more damage from Trunda because of the poisons, and he's going to be our block buffs champion with the A3, okay? It gives more damage, up to 30% extra damage for each poison on the ally, right? He's also going to be our emergency healer. He's going to have a cleanse in case one of our Nias gets low on health or anybody else on the team. He's going to be able to cleanse them, put a shield on them, give them a nice heal, all on a 2-turn cooldown. But we shouldn't need a lot of A2s. We should be able to spam the A3 just endlessly, because on his A1 vis-a-vis the ally protect, or ally attack, excuse me, of Lanicus, he's going to be going in and placing a continuous heal for 1 turn on allies under poison debuffs on his A1. Okay, so he's going to be our healer just through the ally attack. You don't even have to use his A1 ability. So that's the team, guys. Let's try to make this happen. I'll show you the builds really quickly. I don't have any speed tuning or anything crazy, but take a look at my Nias. White Dryad number 1. We have her pretty fast, you know, 149 speed. We have a decent amount of accuracy to land the AoE decrease speed. We have HP on the banner with some speed. We have crit damage. We have defense. Their damage is going to be super negligible compared to Trunda's, so speed and accuracy are going to be the first priority. Masteries are going to be basically War Master, right? Is going to be the most important one, along with, look at this. Sniper is super important, but we love to have Master Hexer there as well. This is a very old build on this old White Dryad. This one is the Masteries that I would go with for Hydra Clan Boss. Coming down, picking up Cycle of Magic along with Master Hexer and Sniper, with War Master being our tier 6 option. All right, Gerptuck. Good old Gerptuck, man. He used to be so bad. When he was released, he was like the laughing stock of Raid Shadow Legends.
Nah, forget that, man. You're evil.
There's his Masteries. I just have him in triple perception. Nice and easy, right? Pretty fast, plenty of accuracy. That's it. I'll show you the Trunda, the star of the show from a damage standpoint. She's going to be in Savage and crit damage. I really need to update her build. I need to get a Zeal on her. I've had this build on Trunda for like a year and a half now, you know. But anyway, attack, crit damage, obviously. I don't even have the crit damage up. Golly, Ash. Attack, I need to, oh man, I need to redo. Well, we're just going to try it. I have attack percentage on the boots with more attack percentage. I have attack percentage on the chest. We need to get attack percentage there as well. And then we need to definitely work on some ascension there. But this is what we're going to use. So there's definitely going to be a lot of room to grow with Trunda. I would also redo these Masteries, but we're just going to run her with what we have for right now. I would go down. She's in an arena build. Man, it's been a while since I've looked at Trunda. Holy crap. Sorry, guys. I do have Crushing Rend at a 6-star awaken, so that's going to be the highlight of the show here. She is definitely, where she lacks from her gear, she's going to make up from her blessing and empowerment. I am guilty as charged here. 235 speed, 101, 353 on the crit damage, 8,500 on the attack, and plenty of room for improvement next rotation. This is Hydra rotation 5, guys, just as a note as well. I think you've seen, Lanicus. As I mentioned, Lanicus the Chosen is in a 9-piece protection. That's going to be allies deal 5% more damage for each buff placed by the wearers. That's going to be 10% extra damage on Trunda. Add the 30% from the poisons for Gerptuck. She's going to have an innate 40% extra damage that she brings to the table, and it's all going to be chained with Yumeko and 2 White Dryad Nias. All right, guys, let's go ahead and just jump into battle, and I'll show you how it all works. All right, guys, so we're kind of in the groove here. We're about 20 minutes in, 1.3 billion in the damage. I wanted to kind of walk you through what we're doing here. Just one rotation, really, and then you kind of gotten the gist of it, right? So we go in with the Dance of Time. It's going to reset all of the abilities. We're going to go to Gerptuck. Now, Gerptuck, 9 times out of 10, maybe 9.5 times out of 10. I'm just going to use the Cloud of Spores and get more damage in the block debuffs refreshed on all the Hydra heads. But if I need it on any of my White Dryads, Nias, I can use the heal and the cleanse just to make sure nobody dies, because obviously no reviver on the team. So we're going to go in. We're never going to use the Banner of Legends. We're always going to use the A2, because that's going to continue to extend the duration of all ally buffs. Thus, it will never fall off the increased attack off Trunda. And B, it's going to fill a turn meter of all allies by 30%, which is crucial to keep this team going. So now we can go in here and do an ally attack on the Spirit Affinity. Decapitated, exposed neck. And then we can go in with the A2. This is the Righteous Revival. This is going to reset cooldown by 2 turns. This is always going to be on Yumeko, right? So it's going to go to Yumeko. Then the second one's going to come in here. This is also going to go to Yumeko. And then Trunda time. Trunda is always going to be targeting, obviously, the Spirit or the Magic Affinity heads. And then we're all the way back to Dance of Time. And that is the entire battle. Again and again and again and again and again.
That does sound fun to me.
We're just going to keep going in. The ally attack is really nice too, because that maintains the decreased speed vis-a-vis the A1 of White Dryad Nia. So again, Righteous Revival, Trunda time. And it's insane that we're getting this much damage with no decreased defense and no weaken. I'll come to you guys at the end, but just want to show you how the team worked, and I want to wait till we're kind of in the flow of things. Be right back. All right, guys, and here we are. Are you underwhelmed by that number or overwhelmed? We're at turn count 1497, 5.4 billion overall damage. I was hoping for more, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot, but like I know that the teams, the Trunda teams, even the Dryad Nia teams, some of them absolutely have higher numbers than this. So probably need to go in and optimize the team quite a bit. Boy, I wish that I had not done that. The empowering Yumeko. It's funny. I always say you can't ruin an account, but I feel like it's the dumbest thing that I've ever done on the account is empowering Yumeko. Just had no way of knowing back then there was going to be a busted Trunda double Yumeko team. But otherwise, really like this team. A decreased defense, getting them in there is going to be pretty crucial. I just don't know where it would fit in a team like this. I need the turn meter fill for Lanicus. Any ideas in the comments? I'd love to hear from you guys. Maybe I'll get like a Hydra, the world record boss, to give me some advice. But Trunda's damage was obviously very high at 5.3 of the 5.47 billion damage. I could probably put maybe everybody a lot faster, but that wouldn't even impact things that much. Either way, I love having 2 White Dryad Nias. She's a beast.
Forgot about my new toy. Let's go.
And heck, even if you don't have all these champions, you can still with one reset champion, you can pull off something kind of close to this maybe. So guys, let me know. I'm going to keep that result because God knows I'm not going to spend another 2 hours and 15 minutes. However, I did have a work meeting, so it didn't actually take me 2 hours and 14 minutes. It took me about an hour and a half, maybe about 45 minutes of that was me just paused. So guys, there it is. Thank you for watching all the way till the end of the video. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.